Joining me now on the phone, actually, we have Val Castor on the phone with us. He is a storm tracker. And Val, can you take us through a little bit of how you happened upon this video and how you were able to capture it?
Yes, we were out there covering the fire for News 9 in Oklahoma City. And so we were watching the fire, and I got to tell you, first off, that fire, and I've seen a lot of fires in my life, chasing weather and stuff. That was the fastest moving fire that I've seen. We had winds gusting over 50 yesterday out here. And so, anyway, we were watching the fire, and we could see the road grader trying to get out of the ditch. He was actually plowing a fire break line, and the ditch became a little bit too sloped or steep for him. And then at this point, the fire was coming at him all this time. So he kept trying to get out, couldn't do it, kept backing up trying to get out. And so, I told my wife, I said, he's going to be in trouble if he doesn't get out of there pretty quick. And so we pulled up a little bit closer, and we wanted to get close enough to let him know, hey, we were there and available if he wanted to bail out, just come jump in the truck, and we'd get him out of there. And finally, you could hear us kind of urging him on. He couldn't hear us when we were talking, but we were trying to get him out of there. And he finally, at the very last minute, bailed out, ran over to the truck, and jumped in. And at that point, I slammed it in reverse and just floored it backwards. And I had my window open. Amy had her window open. I was turned around, so I couldn't really see how close the flames were, but I could see the yellow flashes. And we felt the hot gases coming through the truck with the smoke and everything. And we could feel, the heat on the side of our faces. And we just took off and went backwards and got out of there. And actually, when it was all said and done, my wife said, you know what, there were pieces of burning grass that actually flew in my window and out her window. So definitely a close call there. Back to you.
Yeah, and real quick, we have about a minute left. This looks a little too close for comfort for even you, for a storm tracker. Did you want to be that close, or were you just trying to help this guy out?
No, we were just wanting to help the guy out. I mean, we weren't wanting to get that close to the fire. We were staying back probably 100 yards or so from it most of the time. But, you see the guy there, and it became real obvious real quick that he was going to be in trouble. And so we were just trying to help him out.
And just once again, real quick, what can you tell us about this fire from you as a storm tracker? What do you have to say about this fire? It just seems massive.
Okay, well, in Oklahoma, we have a lot of wind, and we do have extreme fire danger on occasions, and it has to do with the dry line coming through. And yesterday, the conditions were probably as bad as I've seen it around here. Temperature was right around 90 degrees. Dew points were probably in the upper 20s, and winds were gusting into the mid-50s.